Ms. Rokotindau, Director General of Red Cross in Fiji, Ms. Katie Green, Director General of Red Cross in the Pacific, Fiji Red Cross officials here, and Director of PBS, Mr. Mateka, media community, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again, Red Cross, for your support to the Ministry of Health. As you've alluded to, we've been part of the vaccination program from the genesis of it, in the beginnings of it, in early on this year, just before the second outbreak came. And your officers and also your volunteers, the many of them, I remember some of them having come from Winnemucca, being part of that. But not only that, but also being part of our process through the outbreak and also the vaccination through this difficult time. So just once again, on behalf of the Fijian government, I'd like to sincerely thank Red Cross for the work that we've done together. We value our partnerships, because our partnerships, we would not be in this space on the 4th of October enjoying the easing of restrictions that we have without the support of partners, whether it be multilateral partners externally or the internal partners that we have, such as Red Cross. So once again, thank you for all that support, and also thank you for the masks and also the pulse oximeters. In the Kandavo outbreak, what we did was we identified just over 120 villages and settlements. We then, our teams went from Suva on the Waiweti on the ground. They then taught the village and the community health workers how to be able to assess and also monitor those who may be sick and using the pulse oximeter. So we did distribute about 125 pulse oximeters in Kandavo, and also in other places such as Mbanga. So it's not only for the health facility, but it is also another tool that we're able to give out to our community health workers, and for them to be able to utilize it in the assessment of those who are sick. And it's not only useful for COVID, because as we all know, there are people in our communities that may suffer from asthma, for example. They may be struggling with respiratory diseases. So the pulse oximeter is very useful in that way. We know that we've crossed, we're nearing 75% of those who are fully vaccinated, and the Fijian government really again wants to thank everyone who's come forward and being vaccinated. As I've said, we are here because of decisive leadership by the Honourable Prime Minister, but because of the work that we are all doing together. One of the things that is really making inroads is the mop-up teams that are going into the communities and into the settlements and the villages, into the rural areas, into the maritime islands. And their work is so important in being able to get everyone across the line. The Honourable Prime Minister has alluded to the fact that for maritime travel, we would like everyone on the island to be more than 80%. And it's the work of not only the Ministry of Health, but other government agencies such as the Ministry of HOK, Regional Development, Discipline Forces, and Red Cross, that when we actually encourage everyone to be vaccinated, that they can then enjoy the eases of restrictions that we are enjoying here in Suva. So today is an important day, the 4th of October, and certainly it's a wonderful day to be able to come here and spend this morning with a partner of the Ministry of Health and Medical Services and the Fijian government in our response to COVID-19 and the work that we are doing. Last week in our Ministry of Health meeting, I reminded the Ministry of Health that there's 4 prongs of our work. Number 1 is our COVID response. Number 2 is our vaccination of adults. Number 3 is our normal work, which includes looking after women and children, making sure that we have safe deliveries, making sure that those who are needing urgent operations can still have it done. And also, the 4th part, which is also important, is the vaccination of our children, which continues again today. And we look with earnest that more of the children that are within the age group that are eligible are able to come forward. We know that there's been a lot of registration, and we encourage parents to register their children online, and come forward to be registered and be vaccinated. And sure enough, when they will come to be vaccinated, they will certainly meet a volunteer or an officer of the Red Cross. So thank you once again, and God bless you. Naka.
Naka, Naka Director General, Honourable Minister, thank you for being here today. I'm Katie Greenwood, the Head of Delegation for the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies here in the Pacific. And it is our role to support our member national societies, which there are 14 across the Pacific, and of which Fiji Red Cross is one of the largest national societies here in the Pacific. We would like to congratulate both the Ministry of Health and the Red Cross Society in Fiji on the work that you've been doing around the COVID-19 pandemic, and particularly around the work on the vaccination campaign, which I know Fiji Red Cross has been supporting over these last many months, and to get us where we are today. It's very pleasing to see the handover of these kinds of kits from Fiji Red Cross and our Red Cross societies to Ministries of Health to support their ongoing work. And as the Director General has highlighted, these are significant resources being handed over to support the work of the Ministry at the local level in health centres and with communities, and particularly to help to monitor the health of vulnerable individuals with the pulse oximeters. The role that we in the Federation play, as I said, is a support role to the national societies, and we've been very pleased as the Federation to be able to support the international procurement of the pulse oximeters and to have them available here in such scale of numbers for the Ministry of Health and for the National Society to use at community level. So we thank you for the ongoing work, and we look forward to seeing these goods out in the community being used to support vulnerable individuals and to stop the spread of COVID. Thanks, Honourable Minister.
Lovely.
Honourable Minister for Health, we thank you so much for being here this morning to come and receive some of the things that we in the Fiji Red Cross have put together for assisting the Ministry of Health. And first, we would like to thank you, the Ministry of Health as a whole, for all the work you're doing for the COVID-19 operation, from vaccination to the stage where we are in now. Thank you so much. And we've worked with Ministry of Health from the beginning, from last year when it first came. And this year we stepped up in April for this purpose, Honourable Minister. What we have sort of assessed, because of being part of cluster teams and meetings and the IMT and listening to conversations, we have looked at and tried to look at the areas that Red Cross could assist with the work of the Ministry of Health to make it easier for you to achieve your outputs and the outcomes that you want to achieve in the long run. As such, the Fiji Red Cross is going to be handing across more than 1,000 pulse oximeters. Something we understand is needed in health centers all over Fiji, not only the main hospitals, but also in health centers. We will also be handing over hygiene kits. The hygiene kits is really for home-based isolation cases. So we will be working with home-based isolation cases and as our volunteers and working with them in how to keep their to do wipe downs and the things like disinfectant wipes and PPEs and IEC materials we're giving out to families just to try and strengthen their individual efforts to improve the environment they live in, to try and contain this virus, the COVID-19. We know that COVID-19, we understand, is not only the problem of the Ministry of Health. It is everybody's problem. It is everybody's effort that's needed for us to be able to restrain the move of this virus. And this is why Red Cross is working very hard, or has been working very hard in the past month, in ensuring vaccination of people and making sure that we're giving out messages to people to come and vaccinate, and using families to pass on the message that the only way for us to beat the virus is for people to get vaccinated. So, Honorable Minister, we are very glad at this point to be able to hand over the materials, the IEC materials, the PPE materials that you will be needing to be able to monitor positive cases and to also ensure that your work and the work of the people who are on the ground is achieved. Thank you so much for that.